So I'm going to get started. I'm Professor Doreen Mattingly. I'm the department chair for the Department of Women's Studies. And thank you so much for coming and welcome to your exciting academic year. So the Department of Women's Studies, if you're new to the department, we pride ourselves on trying to be a community, and we understand that's a work and an investment, and this is part of it, of trying to form meaningful relationships and work through things together. For us, teaching and research is joined by activism and community engagement when we think about what defines us as teacher scholars and what we try to bring to the classroom and all that we do. And so I hope that that's some of your experience here. And the last thing that I want to say is 2020 is our 50th anniversary. We were to have had a great party back last April. That didn't really happen. And maybe we will find another way to celebrate in person eventually. But for now, we will be rolling out some virtual programming. And I think we also wanted to let you know that we do have some great 50th anniversary memorabilia that's available. So here's a link here, and when I'm done talking, I'll put it in the chat as well. Because we are a university, it's a suggested donation, so it's a little bit complicated, but we're also looking for people who already have shirts. I know some of you that are seniors got them last year, and to advertise them, we're using selfies of people in their shirts. And so if you can email your selfie, if you want to take one, to Jenna Willison or to Professor Latta or myself, so that we can use it on our social media to advertise the t-shirts. All right, I'm going to hand off to Professor Irene Lara, who will tell you a little bit more.
Heidi, do you want to introduce yourself first?
I'll do it after. So
okay. Okay.
Thanks.
Hi, everybody. I think I know most of you, or really hope to know most of you very soon. I am the Undergraduate Advisor. I've been the Undergraduate Advisor for the last few years. I love it. I love to hear from you via email. I love it when you sign up for my office hours, now via Zoom. There's only a few official ones, Mondays 4 to 5, Thursdays 11 to 12. But I'm really available other times to fit, the puzzle of the schedule. Just email me and we'll find a time. I want to celebrate that we have more than 50 majors right now, which is the most we've had in a few years, I think. And we have also about 50 minors. And then we have another 20 to 25 interdisciplinary studies. I guess Women's Studies is one of the 3 departments for those interdisciplinary studies majors. So we have a wonderful community, a growing community, and this is just one way that we hope to connect us to each other, you to each other, beyond just in the classroom. And I also want to just recognize that these are really extraordinary times, and there are challenges, spoken and unspoken, and maybe even ineffable, that we're going through, but you're not alone. We're doing this together, and I really want to encourage you to reach out to your resources, including here, reach out to your professors, reach out to Dr. Mattingly as a chair, myself, and so that's all. I'm going to pass it on to Heidi.
Hi, everyone. I'm Heidi. I'm the administrator coordinator. Sorry, I'm doing 3 different things right now at once. Typically, when you come into the office, I'm the first person you see when the office is open. So once we get back to campus, drop on in, come say hi. We do have some pamphlets, things that you can take home, the handbook, other related stuff about the WRC and student orgs, writing center, things like that are kept in the office that you can have and take. But until then, you can always email me. My email is, I can post it in chat if you have any questions that I can help you or assist you with anything. But welcome back to the campus and good luck in the semester.
And so right off the bat, we also wanted to celebrate our 2020 scholarship recipients. And if you're here, I'm going to go sort of by category. And if you're here, please unmute yourself and wave and let us, celebrate you, clap for you. We start off with the Andre O'Donnell Memorial Scholarship, and two of our recipients, we had two recipients this year, Lauren Jacobs and Sandra Vega Perez.
Thank you.
Yay. Woo! For the Betty Nesvold Scholarship, we have Margot Ermer and Tulia Candido. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly.
That was perfect. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You pronounced my name right too.
The Olivia Espin Scholarship is for one of our graduate students, Rashana Lee. I don't think they're here. For the Joanne Davis Women's Studies Scholarship, it's Stephanie Gonzalez.
Hi, thank you.
Congratulations. The Sue Russell Memorial Scholarship, we had an abundance of funds this year. We got to award 4 people: Elia Marrero, Chase Barrett, Cassidy Villarino, and Taylor Reed.
Hi, thank you so much.
Congratulations. And we also have an undergraduate research award every year, and that is for Jay Jacobs. Hi, Jay. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's so good to see you, especially because you told me to submit the day before it was due. So thank you.
Yes, and that's a good plug for the rest of you. Almost all of you are eligible for these scholarships. The info goes out in the spring. Everything is done online now. The main requirement is that you have to enroll in school the following year, except for the Undergraduate Research Award. You could be graduating and receive that award. So you'll be hearing a lot from me, encouraging you to apply. Congratulations, everyone. So several of our faculty have joined us tonight. And so they have a minute to introduce themselves and share a little bit more about themselves. We start off with alphabetical order, Catherine Clune-Taylor, Professor Clune-Taylor. If you're here.
Hi there. Hi. As Dr. Lara said, my name is Dr. Catherine Clune-Taylor. I'm an assistant professor in women's studies. This is my 2nd year. So like some of you, I'm maybe a little bit new. I specialize in the area of feminist science and technology studies. And a thing about me is, aside from being a super nerd, as you might be able to tell, I also recently adopted a dog named Butch, who is wonderful. And in addition to my position as assistant professor, I am also the chair of the committee that oversees Safe Zones beginning this year. And I'm also the advisor for a new science, technology, and society studies minor program for undergraduates that's launching this year. And I'm really thrilled about it. So I will throw my email in the chat. If anyone happens to be interested in that, please feel free to reach out.
Hi, I'm Anne Donaday. I don't want to be recorded, so you can't see me, but you could see me earlier. I teach in both women's studies and in French. I'm interested in representations of race, gender, and colonialism in literature and film. And in women's studies, I've taught 102. Hi, Margot, and congratulations. And I've taught, I'm teaching Women's Studies 352, Women in Literature, I think it's in the spring, maybe next fall, I'm not sure. Everything is kind of bleeding into, the days are merging into one another. And I also teach occasionally the 590 feminist thoughts. That's about it.
Oh, hi everyone. I'm Ann Hua. I'm an associate professor in the Women's Studies department. This is my 12th year now. So I'm actually originally from Canada. I moved here 12 years ago to be with a warmer place. I don't have to dig snow and dig myself up an igloo. but I really enjoy teaching here because the students here are the best. So I feel, yeah, even during COVID, I always feel like there's a really amazing, empathetic community we have. But I teach this semester Women of Color in U.S. 2 session and a new course on feminist approach to film. And the next semester I teach the same thing, Women of Color in U.S. and then the migration class. Normally I teach the Women in Literature class, Women in Violence, the migration class, are some of the undergraduate courses I teach. But I focus mostly the humanities and cultural studies from a critical race feminist post-colonial perspective. Welcome, everybody.
Hi, everybody. I'm Esther Rothblum. I'm professor of women's studies and also the LGBTQ plus studies advisor. We have a major, minor, and a graduate certificate. And right now I'm teaching the LGBT course on identities in the modern world. And I also teach a course called Women, Madness, and Sanity, and occasionally Lesbian Lives and Cultures.
Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Jess Watcott. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. I am an assistant professor here in women's studies, and I'm also affiliated with LGBTQ plus studies. I work in the fields of queer studies, ethnic studies, and something called critical disability studies. And I specifically look at the prison industrial complex, abolition, and eugenics, population politics. For undergraduates, I teach the Women in American History class. It's a 300 level class. You can get a general education requirement out of the way if you take that class. And in the spring, I'll be teaching a class called Body Politics. And next year, I'll be teaching the Lesbian Lives and Cultures class.
Hey everybody, I am Amira Jermakani. I'm affiliated also with the Center for Islamic and Arabic Studies. I'm a little discombobulated because I don't see myself at all. And I would just say, like, one of the classes that I teach is feminist surveillance studies, which goes by various other names. And so I'm always interested in thinking about technology and how we're operating in and through it and being surveilled and all these sorts of things. And I think not being able to see yourself and not really get your bearings about how it is a good metaphor for that. I believe it's going to be called Digital and Networked Feminisms the next time it's offered. I'm also teaching a new-ish class called Feminist Approaches to Popular Culture. It's a 300 level. I've taught women's sexuality and the body. And I also I identify as a cultural studies scholar methodologically. So I teach cultural studies of gender, which is called Gender and Representation, I believe. And I'm also interested in imperialism and feminist engagements and explorations and critiques of that. So also sort of working in that area. I am in Arab American studies, so looking at myself within critical ethnic studies. And welcome everybody.
I think that's all the faculty we have here. Is anybody else here that we missed? The emails of all the faculty will be in the chat. And then of course you can always Google us. think Doreen is going to share about the upcoming colloquia series.
Okay, so one of the, like I said, we're going to have some online programming. You know, when I talked about the 50th anniversary, I forgot to mention that 50 years of women's studies at San Diego State means 50 years of women's studies, because we were the first program in the country and as far as we know the world. And so you are part of history, being part of the class that celebrates 50 years of women's studies. So our speaker series, Celebrating the Past and Building a Feminist Future, we have a series of 4 talks, and then we are tentatively planning on December 5th some kind of celebratory event. And you'll be getting information about these in your classes. We're gonna, and also on Blackboard, so that you can register and participate in them and get a chance to hear speakers on different topics. We'll have more speakers next semester and every semester that you're here. So I hope that you're able to join us and take your feminist inquiry out of the classroom and hear other kind of engagements with the ideas you're interested in.
Wonderful, thank you. Thank you so much. So I realized that when I introduced myself as an undergrad advisor, I didn't introduce myself just as a general faculty member. So just real quick, I teach also women's sexuality in the body, women of color in the US. Right now I'm teaching a Latina and Latinx in Las Americas course, Women Health, Healing, and Medicine. And I'm affiliated with the Department of Chicana and Chicano Studies and the Center for Latin American Studies as well. So if any of those are of interest to you, especially a community engagement class called General Studies 480. It's focused on storytelling with the community of the South Bay, the Latina and Latinx community in South San Diego. So we're going to move into a community building activity, I think. Can you move the slide, please? Great. So take 3 minutes. You are invited. Maybe you need some time to go find some paper. Any pen or pencil, markers, crayons. Grab anything around, a napkin, a receipt, paper. And you are invited to draw an image that represents your aspirations for the semester. However you want to interpret that. Have fun with it. Okay, so just on your own, draw your image, and then we're gonna divide up into breakout rooms for you to share your drawing and or any aspect of your identity, of how you're feeling, who you are with each other, to get to know a few other folks who are here. So I'm gonna set the timer for 3 minutes. If you can wrap up. All right, so I'm checking the time, Heidi and Doreen. So did we say 12, 15 minutes? 12 minutes? Okay. All right, so you'll have 12 minutes. All right, everyone, I'm going to, I just realized, I guess I'm not the host.
I'll do it.
Okay. Thank you, Heidi.
So we're all going to go into breakout rooms with a few people and share them?
Yes. So now will be the time to share what you drew and why, and anything else you'd like to share. And we'll see you back here in about 12 minutes.
Okie doke.
Bye.
Paulina, I love your background. Sorry if I like pronounce your name wrong, but I love the turtle pond.
Thank you. No, you got it right. Thank you. I've got so many compliments on it. I'm like, yay. I'm glad everyone else loves the turtle pond too.
Now the turtle pond makes me nostalgic for being on campus. My picture is from, this was one of the early Women's Studies Department events. And so right here over my shoulder are the original faculty from the Women's Studies Department. So it's a historical department photo.
And it was some sort of demonstration or protest, Doreen?
Yeah, it was, I don't know. You know, I just know what's written on the photo, but what they were doing there, I don't know.
Yeah, it says something, elect someone in one of the.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. I would make something up just to feel like, you know, I'm the chair and I should know things, but I would just be making it up, really.
Well, I think everybody is back. And I hope that was a good opportunity to connect with somebody maybe that you didn't know before, or get to know someone better that you do know. And what we have in our program is an opportunity for the student org and campus center leaders to, in 1 minute, type up your center and or org. And then after that, we'll have time for questions and answers if there's time. So everybody's listed here alphabetically. Is Rebecca here for ACHA? You can just see yourself on the list and go after. And I think I saw Students African American Sisterhood, a rep from them, if you want to go at the end, if I saw correctly. So Rebecca?
Hello, everyone. It's very nice to be here. Good evening. My name is Rebecca. I am a third year here at San Diego State, and my pronouns are she, her, hers, and ella. I am a part of ACHA, or otherwise known as Association of Chicana Activists. And in ACHA, we empower Chicanas and Latinas through self-esteem and cultural awareness, promoting leadership, raising social and political consciousness, and educating our general community about women's issues, and recruiting and retaining to Chicana/Latina students in higher education. We are very inclusive. We're a safe space for a united community, which we can move forward in dialoguing and striving for equality in all its aspects and deconstructing trick notions of gender. My very briefly short experience with ACHA, we're kind of a little hidden a little bit. We need a bit more members. But how I look at it is as a Mexican American student who grew up in San Diego, these people are like my older
sisters in a way, that for talking about taboo topics you don't really talk about in Latin households with your family, if that makes sense. And I've really enjoyed being an achista, as we like to call ourselves. And as achistas, we walk with one hand forward and one hand back, pulling others along as we move forward. So please join our family, join nuestra familia. My email is right here on the screen. So thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing from all of you as well.
Jazra, are you here? You can just hop on.
Yeah, I'm here. Along with me today, I have a fellow e-board member. It's our community outreach officer, Sarah Cannon. So she'll be talking about her experience after I describe WOA. So WOA is the Andrea O'Donnell Women's Outreach Association, and it's a student-run organization on campus with the explicit mission to empower and liberate the students of SDSU, specifically students who experience gender-based oppression. So this organization unequivocally has zero tolerance for sexism, racism, xenophobia, transphobia, homophobia, classism, and/or ableism. We are an intersectional feminist organization that focuses on issues of inequality and oppression that affect marginalized communities, such as women, people of color, and the LGBTQIA+ community. The Andrea O'Donnell Women's Outreach Association contributes to the overall feminist goal of an equitable and just society for everyone through activism, education, discussion, advocacy, outreach, and the provision of resources to all individuals on campus. So if you are interested in joining the Women's Outreach Association, we encourage you to follow us on social media at WOA_SDSU. I don't believe it's in the slide, but if you have questions, always feel free to reach out to me at my email there. Our meeting date and time will be announced soon. And yeah, anything else? Let me see. Oh, and you might be wondering about the X, and the X is just to, in the word women's, is to make sure we don't leave out anybody on the LGBTQIA+ spectrum or anyone who identifies as a woman. So Sarah, you can go ahead and talk about your experience with WOA just real quick.
Yes, I'm Sarah. I'll be quick. Basically, I am the public relations officer, and I will be controlling the Instagram, WOA SDSU, so you can see me there. And yeah, this club has honestly changed my life, and I've met so many great friends and so many just great people, and it's always a great time. So yeah, come join us. Thank you.
Dr. Reddick?
Hi, thank you again for the invitation. I'm Dr. Bonnie Reddick. I'm the director of the Black Resource Center, and since COVID, we have prioritized our academic success program. So we have a freshman mentoring program. It's called the Henrietta Goodwin Scholars Program, named after the first Black person to graduate from San Diego State. We also rolled out a sophomore mentoring program. It's called HGS 2.0. And I'm the faculty advisor for the Black Excellence floor. It's the a dorm floor in one of the new dorms over there by Trader Joe's. And it's paired with one of our Africana Studies classes. In addition, we're rolling out community conversations. So everyone is invited to come in and talk about this unique historical experience of COVID and social unrest. And we also have a women's healing circle. So we're trying to find innovative and creative ways to keep our community engaged and to support our students. Thank you.
I'm next, right? Saludos, everyone. My name is Yesenia Sanchez Garcia. Pronouns are she, her, hers, ella. And I'm the director of the Latinx Research Center. We're one of the new centers at SDSU. Officially opened in February of this year, and a month later went remote. All of our operations have since been remote and virtual. And I do want to ground our history as one of activism and organizing led by student leaders and organizers at SDSU that drove the struggle to ensure that the Latinx Resource Center and the Undocumented Resource Center were realities on campus. And we're long overdue. As a center, our focus is supporting Latinx students throughout their journey at SDSU, and really to help and support students to thrive academically, socially, and mentally, with a commitment to intersectionality, inclusivity, equity, social and racial justice. And right now, this semester is our first semester of programming that we're going to be having. And it's focused on 4 areas, which are academic success, identity exploration, information, mental health and wellness, and social and racial justice. And some of our programming that we're launching is our Comunidad program for first-year community students through a course being taught by Dr. Michael Dominguez, who's our faculty scholar. Another program is Joteria Sin Fronteras, which is a support group for Latinx LGBTQI students that is being led by our graduate student, Ser Flores, who's actually in the Women's Studies program as a graduate student. And we're also going to have a Spanglish support group in partnership with counseling and psychological service to really offer space where students can show up in their full authentic selves and be able to connect with one another. And we've got a great team of folks that have joined. We have 5 peer mentors, 3 peer navigators, including Paulina Arellano, who I see is here tonight, and 4 graduate assistants. And we really welcome you to come join us and really, we're serving and focused on Latinx students. We're open to everyone. So we'll definitely be sharing some more links. You can follow us on Instagram, sign up for our newsletter, or come check out our team at the virtual welcome desk. And thank you again for the invitation.
Hi, I believe I'm next. My name is Tulia Candido. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm the president of Ignite. And Ignite, we are an organization empowering young women to be in positions of power through representation, dedication, and engagement on intersectional issues and public policy. We are a non-partisan organization, and we've worked on voter registration and education, meeting with local politicians, partnering with other orgs for events, and we've lobbied at the state capitol as well and done a bunch of other events. And yeah, we're meeting at Wednesdays at 12 p.m. and they're every other week. So if you can come make it, you can follow us on Instagram or get info from our email.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yvonne Park, pronouns she, her, hers. And first off, thank you for making this whole platform and everyone who did come out. So basically, Planned Parenthood Generation Action. So who are we? We're in a community of advocates, students in their master's and undergrad programs who are educating our campus about the importance of reproductive freedom, rights, and justice. Since we are part of Planned Parenthood, we have great connections to community workers who give us workshops and continue to inspire us. Some people may know us from like big events like the sex trafficking panel we had last semester, or Sex in the Dark, where we had 2 sex experts debunk sex myths and answer anyone's anonymous questions. And so basically we're having meetings every other week at 11:30 a.m. to 12:30, and hopefully I'll get to see more people. And if you can't come to our meetings, you can still be part of the family and still learn and grow together. So thank you, and I'll link our social media in the chat.
Do you want to go, Brenda, or do you want me to go?
I can go if you don't mind. Oh, hi y'all. My name is Brenda. I am one of the Pride Center assistants, just like Christian. And basically, I help plan amazing things for the Pride Center. And for those of you who haven't been in it, it is an amazing healing space for the LGBT community. Side note, I'm also in SOS, and SOS is an amazing space, but I'm gonna let the SOS representative tell more about that. But yeah, I'm just really excited about all the great things we have planned. So yeah, just definitely check it out. Christian, if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll talk more about what our space does. So, like Brenda said, we're totally about creating a healing and growth and just a comfortable space for LGBTQ students. We do that by having educational presentations monthly. We have support and healing groups. Several different identities are represented in those healing groups. We also have Talk It Out every Tuesday with a counselor from CAPS. We also, if you were in person, we have a community care closet where folks can get clothing for whatever purpose they need it for. We also have the corner, the community care corner, where you can get food, school supplies, books, anything like that you need that can support you in your educational journey. And we also have a mentorship program. So the Pride Center is here to support LGBTQ students in all ways, as well as their allies. And we hope to see you come to one of our events soon.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lori Lofton. I use she, her, they pronouns. I am the Assistant Director at the Women's Resource Center and also a graduate of the MA program in Women's Studies, so I'm excited to see everyone. The WRC does a lot of awesome work. Some things that we have going on this year are educational and healing programs about feminism and gender justice. We have academic success mentorship for first years. It's actually run by one of your women's studies professors, Dr. Huma Ahmed Ghosh, who's our faculty scholar this year. We also have a training, the Brave Project on sexual violence prevention, advocacy, and supporting survivors. And we also have a ton of leadership opportunities, whether that be through our paid staff positions, our fellows, community care coaches, and our wage mentor program. So I know I see a lot of current and past fellows here today. And so I encourage you to reach out if you're interested in getting involved with any of our programs, or stop by our virtual front desk. All of our information is going to be linked to you, I believe. So definitely stop by and we'll be happy to say hi.
Hello, wonderful humans. Thank you for inviting us today. So my name is Janelle. The name is incorrect on the slide, but that's okay. So my name is Janelle and I am with VDay. I will be directing the production this year. And I've also brought two friends with me, Jasmine and Michaela. They're somewhere in this Zoom. And Michaela will be she works our social media, and then Jasmine is my assistant director. First things first, I'd like to inform you all that this year, we are not going to be doing the vagina monologues. We believe that this script is a little outdated for our current purposes and the times that we're going through. So we've chosen to go with another VDay event called Raise the Vibration that is going to be completely student written. It'll be in about 90 minutes and consist of songs, dances, just anything that we get. So currently for the month of September, we are accepting any and all written pieces from anybody that would like to share their stories with us. We want to be able to give the mic to people who usually don't get that opportunity. And I think it's really, really important. I'm very, very excited and passionate about what we're doing. I know we don't have a lot of time to talk about this because God only knows I can talk about it for forever. But you can either email us at VDaySDSU or contact us on Instagram at VDaySDSU 2021. And I will also leave our website in the chat for anybody who wants to peruse that. But I am very, very excited and thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Does anybody else want to chime in? I'm not sure if Camille.
Yeah, I was going to speak a little bit. I know this sauce isn't up there, but I don't mind speaking. My name is Tamil Makibe. My pronouns are they, them. I am the president for the Student African American Sisterhood this year. Brenda is my lovely executive board member. I am so glad to have them in any space with me, because just that leadership, just to see that we have a sauce member in the Pride Center, like, that makes me feel good. So that is a huge step for sauce. And I'm really glad that, that's not something that we can just speak to in our mission, but obviously you see that our leaders are doing the work, like they're in the field. And I'm just so grateful to have this team that I have. And I really do encourage you all to come and check out sauce. It's an open space. The Student African American Sisterhood predominantly serves African American Black women, but we serve everybody. We're here to uplift and empower everybody, and we really do want to raise the vibration. So I'm so glad that y'all having that event. We tapping in, like we're going to be present for that, because that's the energy that we're trying to bring to Black women on SDSU campus, just because of the way that they're treated in the world, but also just on that campus. It's like a little mini world. So it really does speak volumes, you know, when we have Black women in spaces where they can also be healed, but they can be healers, where they can have community, but where they can also be in community. So that is SAUCE. We have our general body meetings every Thursday, 3 to 4:30 p.m. You can find us on Instagram at SAUCE SDSU, SAAS SDSU. And you can click the link in our bio to sign up for our general body meetings, and you can just join us every Thursday. We also have tea time programs where we uplift some of the 5 gems that we hold close to the foundation of why we do what we do. That is commitment, accountability, service, empowerment, and development. And so those tea time programs will be a space for us to uplift everything that we do in SAUCE, but also why we do what we do, and why we do what we do for Black women, but for just our community and the extended community overall. Thank you for this space, and I'm excited to build with y'all. We got a lot of work to do.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Feeling very inspired. That's wonderful. So we have a few minutes, and we wanted to make sure that you also followed Women's Studies on social media, and we can also take Q&A. Does anybody have any questions?
This isn't a question. This is just me. Just really quick about VDay again. Anyone can write and anyone can perform. You do not have to be an actor to perform. You do not have to be a writer to write. We want to hear your stories and your voices. So please come write for us. We would love to hear all of you.
I have a question regarding collaborations with the Women's Studies Department. Are you all doing any events or collaborations with student orgs, or is there any opportunities for us to build a stronger connection with you all in the long term?
Yeah, definitely. Throughout the years, we've had different collaborations. I am actually the faculty advisor for ACHA again this year. But if you have any ideas, you know, we're happy to hear and partner up in any ways that we can. We're doing a lot of things related to our 50th.
Yes, I saw.
But it depends. I mean, we're really great at PR. We have a wonderful email list of social justice oriented, feminist oriented students, majors, minors, and interested students. So anything that you all are planning, you can send us a flyer or any PR, and we can pass it on to our
Is there a specific person that we send that to, or do we just send it to the department email address?
I often get it as the undergraduate advisor.
Okay.
Or the chair of the department. You can send it to Doreen.
Yeah, you can send it to me.
Me and Doreen are connected. That's perfect.
Yeah, or the department list. And if you or other groups want to collaborate, same thing. Talk to Professor Lotta, talk to me. Or if there's a professor you have a class with an idea, and then they'll bring it to us. You know, whatever's the right channel for you. But we're eager to collaborate. If you have an idea of ways that we might be able to do it, we don't want to, we would have had you all collaborate with our 50th event if we'd had it, but now we'll let you tell us how you want us to collaborate with you.
Yeah, and if there's a big event and you want to make an announcement in one of our big women's studies classes, for example, you can reach out directly to that professor and ask them if you can make a 1-minute announcement at the beginning of their Zoom class. We've also done that.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much for that update, you all.
And we have a hand raised, Janelle.
Hi, I was actually just wondering, because this is the first time I've actually been involved with the Women's Studies Department. I feel like VDay's always kept me very separate, and I've been really involved in theater. But in terms of like the courses that are offered through Women's Studies, like are they open to all majors, or is it just like the gen ed classes that are open to all majors?
Well, are you talking about like the 500 level, more like specific seminar type of classes?
Yeah, or even like just like the upper division courses in general.
Yeah, everyone's invited to sign up. Sometimes for the 500 level ones, the prerequisite that sometimes is followed, sometimes is not. It depends on the professor. You have to have some sort of background, take a Women's Studies class before, but not necessarily. So you should try, definitely sign up. We'd love to have you.
Awesome, thank you.
Maybe you can squeeze in a minor.
I was really thinking about it. I need more time to marinate.
That was literally my same exact question. Like you took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you.
Yes, if this can be a recruitment opportunity for more majors and minors, awesome. Yes, we want you all.
All right, I think we're out of time and people have classes, I think.
Yes.
So thanks everybody for making time for this. I mean, so great to hear what's going on in the orgs and identity centers and to get to see all of your smiling faces. And email me or Professor Lada and we will help you out if you have any questions beyond this.
And Heidi just posted also a Google Doc that has further information of all those different student orgs who came and beyond. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great